Hello mortals, I am the BookTube Goddess, the #1 drag queen booktuber on YouTube. Well, I saw some videos. I think I was looking at a Nerdy Crafter video where she got these mystery boxes, and I thought that would be such a unique idea for BookTube, but then I saw a lot of people have done it already. But I like the idea of mystery boxes so much, I want to do it anyway. So let's take a look on eBay. Okay, here is the eBay site, Mr. Fantacy, F-A-N-T-A-C-Y books. Vintage, they're spelled it right there. The actual books you receive will be a surprise. That's what I want, a surprise. Vintage items will not be in perfect condition. Well, I didn't think they would be. So, acceptable, obvious wear, yada yada yada. Okay, we can have fantasy, adventure, romance. Lots of romance. So, anyway, $16, 6 books. Should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? Shouldn't I? Yes. Okay, we're locked in. And bing, bang, boom! I got my mystery box! Okay, so we have 6 books in here, cost me $16. So, what's that, like $2.50 per book? Which is about an average price for used books. But I have no idea what fantasy books there are, so let's open it up. Okay, there's a lot of tape on it. And they could have really used a smaller box just for 6, which I assume are paperbacks. And I'm really curious how many I may have read already, because I am vintage. We're going for vintage books for a vintage person. Okay. Okay, are you ready? Dun dun dun. Jesus. Okay, are you ready? Okay, they're loose in here, so I'm just going to dig in and pull one book out at a time. The first book is King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table by Roger Lancelin Green. Okay, this is not an adult book. This is I guess this is middle grade version of King Arthur, and I don't think I'm going to read it. This is going to go, all the books that I'm not going to read are probably going to end up in a little library, because we have a lot of them around here, which are these sort of book sharing free libraries that you can leave books at for other people to read, because I'm not going to read this. I'm not going to read this. Okay, the second book. These are all middle grades. I like middle grades. The next book is Hatter Fox, A Love Story of Our Time. Isn't this a romance? This looks like a romance. A 17-year-old Navajo Indian girl whom we first meet in the jail of New Mexico, about to knife the prison doctor. From this shocker opening, we are instantly propelled into the intense, disturbed world of Hatter inhabits. A disturbed world that Hatter inhabits. Okay, this was first published in 1973. I'm not interested. I have no interest in it. This is a fantasy. Well, who knows? Maybe I'll do a little research, but... Two down, 4 to go. The next book in my mystery box is Roald Dahl, the BFG. I love Roald Dahl. I'll take the book. Oh, this print is... The print looks a little faded, doesn't it? I don't know. But anyway, it's a small pocket Roald Dahl book. You know, when you think about fantasy books, I think of adult fantasies, you know, a Terry Brooks or a Raymond Feist or a Naomi Novik. But I'm getting some real strange ones. Okay. Fourth book. Oh! A Canticle for Leibowitz. This I'm going to read because I think I've read it before, but I don't remember it. And I saw another booktuber talking about it, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I need to read that again because it's this is an important science fiction book. But wait a minute, science fiction. I thought it said fantasy. It said science fiction on the... Okay, well, we got a science fiction book that I could be interested in. Canticle for Leibowitz. So, how many more books are there? Okay, it feels like there's 2 more books. Which makes sense because I ordered 6. Oh! It's a Xanth novel by Piers Anthony, which I've read before because I remember the title. Harpy Time. Piers Anthony wrote this series called Xanth, and he just went overboard. They're very pun-heavy, and you really don't need to read more than the first 3 books, but I'm sure I've read this. Okay, final book. What will it be? Feels like a big one. Okay, we do have J.R.R. Tolkien, but the Lays of Beleriand, these just aren't interesting to me. I mean, there's lots of poetry in it. Oh, is it all poetry? You know, I wasn't a big fan of the Silmarillion, and this is like scraping the bottom of the barrel of anything Tolkien wrote to put together. And they call it A History of Middle-earth, number 3. Yipes. So these are the books I got for my mystery box. I have a young adult, King Arthur, which I have no interest in reading. I have this strange romance of a American Indian or Native American woman who I don't think it's the Known Voices. We have a Roald Dahl, which I've read at some point. We have Canticle for Leibowitz, actually a good science fiction story. We have Harpy Time of Piers Anthony, which I've read before, and A History of Middle-earth that I don't really have any interest in reading. So, what's this worth? The money? No. But I hope you enjoyed it. I promise you these books will find good homes. I'm going to put them in little libraries around my neighborhood. I may keep the Canticle for Leibowitz because I do want to reread that one. The science fiction. But I don't know. Should I do this again? Let me know in the comments. If you thought this was fun, I'll get more books. And my neighbors will be happy because I'll be filling up the little libraries around me. I don't know, was this fun? Was this fun? Did you have fun? I kind of had fun doing this. Whew. That's all I have. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, ring the notification bell, and until we meet again, may all the books you read be blessed.